Hey y'all, it's Tash, aka the Thick Nutritionist. You know what it is. Today, I just wanted to talk quickly about how I became a Zumba instructor and what my experience has been like in this space as a plus size instructor. So I'm gonna dive right into it. In general, I have always loved music and I've had a passion for dancing, but never in a professional capacity. It was more just kind of like random dance party in my room, or maybe going to a fitness class that has some music, such as a Zumba class. But I never actually considered dance fitness classes as proper workouts because I found it a little bit too fun and it was a little too easy for me, in the sense that I picked up the moves like right away and it just felt like the time would go so fast. I would only allow myself to do workouts that I absolutely hated because I thought that you have to be in pain and that you have to not actually enjoy workouts for them to be effective. And I did not do Zumba for many years, or any dance class, because I just thought it would be pointless since it would not burn as many calories in a short amount of time compared to other workouts like HIIT workouts that I found very difficult. At one point, I was working out 6 times a week, twice a day, and it was the worst experience ever. No matter how sad I was, no matter how much pain I was in, or if I was even injured, I would still push through and force myself to do the workout because I thought that that's what being healthy looks like. I thought that I was doing what's best for my health. And so I was just so intense about this, not actually ever enjoying myself. And I eventually had to give up on the whole 6 days a week routine because it just wasn't actually realistic and it did not fit with my life. And I just honestly hated it. So it was not sustainable. I ended up completely ditching movement of all sorts for a few years, honestly. And in that time, I gained a lot of weight back. And at that time, I had also stopped dieting. So the weight was just piling back on at a really rapid pace, and I hated myself so much. I ended up going to a dietitian for help because I was trying to lose that weight. But what she did is she actually encouraged me to learn about intuitive eating. And a portion of the intuitive eating principles is actually about enjoying movement and how it's supposed to be something that you look forward to, not something that brings you torture. In retrospect, that is something that I feel should be obvious. It should be just a basic of fitness, do things that you actually want to do because that's the only way it's sustainable. But I had really never looked at fitness from that mindset of what do I actually enjoy doing rather than how many calories is this going to burn. And so once I had that mindset shift, she encouraged me to go to the gym and do a fitness class that I enjoy doing, such as a Zumba class, even if I found it too easy and too much fun. She made me realize the fact that it is something that comes naturally to me is actually a good thing and something to nurture. So that motivated me, and I ended up going to Zumba classes multiple times a week. I could not get enough. I got so lucky because the Zumba instructor at my gym was actually a Black woman. And to make it even better, she actually did not have a stereotypical fitness instructor body. She wasn't quite as large as me, but it was still very inspiring to see someone that kind of looked like me in such a position. Out of the entire class, she was definitely the most fit person, which was just so interesting to me because, again, she was in a larger body, but it made me realize that maybe you don't actually have to be thin to be healthy or to be fit. And that really, really inspired me because, trust me, everyone else was struggling and there were people in much smaller bodies that were also struggling. So it kind of made me realize that maybe your body size is not everything. I continued to go to this class. I had a blast, and it got to a point where she actually told us that she would not be at the gym anymore. And that made me really sad because there was really no alternatives in the city that could possibly compare to her class. So that pushed me to start considering going down my own path to become a Zumba instructor. And I was really excited by the idea, but also really terrified because it is, of course, not usual for someone that looks like me to be a Zumba instructor. I really thought that I would probably not be well received just being in my particular body. But regardless of the fears that I had, I continued to work through intuitive eating, and I continued to learn more about the principles of enjoyable movement. And I realized that I could also inspire people that looked like me, or anyone who does not feel like they're good enough in their body, or anyone that's intimidated by having a fitness instructor in a perfect body. I realized that I deserve to be in the fitness space even if I am not in the stereotypical body, and it's the only way that we can start to have some more diversity in the fitness community. So I was scared, but I did it, and I am so glad I did. I went for a Zumba training, and it was the most fun day. I felt so supported because the Zumba community is actually very inclusive, and it's really just all about enjoying the rhythm, feeling the music, and having fun with your friends, your loved ones, with everyone. Zumba is literally just one huge dance party, and that is one thing that I really love about it. I'm really lucky that I ended up being in such an inclusive fitness community because Zumba instructors are awesome. I never felt judged for one moment by anyone in the Zumba space. It has been an awesome experience, and I have really enjoyed having my own class where I can continue the passion that was given to me, and I get to be an example of how you can be soft and strong. And I can also show that you don't have to be in a thin body to be sexy or to be fit or any of those things. It's really just all about finding what works for you and what's most sustainable. So sis, if you look at your own journey with fitness and you realize that you're forcing yourself to do all these activities that you don't want to do, and you feel like you're punishing yourself, I want to give you permission to completely let go of anything that doesn't feel good to you, and instead really try to think of the types of movement that actually brings you joy. If you're having a hard time figuring out what that might be, try to think outside of the box. Think about what kind of movement you enjoyed as a child. So was it biking, swimming, going on the trampoline, skateboarding, skating, whatever it is? Don't be scared to think outside of the box. Just be gentle with yourself, and you'll actually find that you naturally want to move your body more, and it should not feel like a chore. It will end up feeling like self-care and something that you look forward to. I challenge you to give yourself permission to just have fun. I host virtual sessions every Sunday at 12:30 p.m. EST. My class is a safe space. There is no judgment. You don't have to keep up with anyone. It's just really all about you. You don't even have to know how to dance or follow the moves at all. As long as you're moving your body and you're enjoying the music, you're doing it right. And also, because it's virtual, you don't even have to turn on your webcam if you don't want to. My class is an awesome, fun, safe space, and the class is only half an hour, so it's not too overwhelming if you're just getting started. For more information, check me out on Instagram at the Thick Nutritionist, and check out my website, thethicknutritionist.com, to get your own class pass. I cannot wait for you to join the party and just enjoy yourself, sis. You deserve it. Love you. Bye.